Welcome to the Database Application for Vital Events System Training, known as D.A.V.E. For this portion of the training, we will review several key features that you will use in the system. First is the home screen. This is where you will enter your username and password. Your password will change every 90 days, so please ensure you log in at least every 3 months to keep from being locked out. You always have the option of using the Forgot Your Password link at the bottom of the blue box. Once complete entering your username and password, click Login. After you click Login, if you work at more than one office, you will need to pick the office that you will be working on records for. The next screen that appears is the main screen or home page. We will break this screen into 3 sections. First is the bold blue line across the top. Here you will find the name of the office you are logged in under, your username, and the logout button. Second is the light blue section. Here is where you will find your drop-downs menus, Main, Life Events, Queues, Forms, and Help. We will review these in greater detail later. This section is also where you will find the help desk number. The third section is titled Fast Links. Each of these options are from one of the drop-down menus. As you utilize the system, D.A.V.E. will assess which options are used most often and add them to the Fast Links section. This concludes the overview of D.A.V.E. Now we will review the various drop-downs that had been previously mentioned. We will begin with Main. Every user will have this drop-down. To open a drop-down, you will need to hover over the title. Main will open into several options, including Home, which will return you to the home screen. This is the current screen we are viewing. Change Office, which allows a user to change the office location they are working on records for. Change Password, which will allow users to change their password. Messages, this is where the user will receive messages regarding specific records and also where the user can send messages to other users. Current Activities will show items and queues that require action be taken. And Logout. This is where a user can log out of the D.A.V.E. system. The next drop-down is Life Events. This drop-down contains the Death option. When working on a record, you will choose Death to start or locate a record. Queues is the next drop-down available to the user. This drop-down is where you will find your registration queues, which allows you to review records requiring action be taken. You will also find the amendment queue. This is where a user can look over records in the amendment process. Forms will house vital records documents available to users. For example, the Human Remains Release form. The Help dropdown will house the Show Tooltips option, which will get updated as the system is used. Now we will move on to providing medical certification. To complete the medical certification for a death record, you will go to the main drop-down and click Messages. You will be redirected to the Messages page. Here is where you will see all messages sent to you. Click on the name link within the message text sent by the funeral home to access the record you will be working on. Once you click on the link, you will be taken into the record. The first page you will see is the decedent page. Verify the information is correct, and indeed this is a patient of yours you are providing medical certification for. Once you have verified the data, click on the Next button. This will take you to the pronouncement page in the medical certification submenu. Here you will enter the date of death and time of death. Once complete, click on the Next button. On the place of death page, the funeral home will have already input the information regarding place of death. If no information has been entered, you must input the data. Once this page is complete, click Next. The cause of death page follows NCHS recommendations. You will need to enter the immediate cause of death in Part 1, Line A. Underlying causes will be input in lines B through D. To the right of each line, in this section, you will enter the approximate interval onset to death. Any other significant conditions that contributed to cause of death will go in Part 2. Follow all instructions on this page. Use the blue link for NCHS recommendations. Utilize the check spelling button to ensure the cause of death page is correct with no mistakes. Once complete with the cause of death page, click Next. This will take you to the Other Factors page, where you will answer questions regarding the decedent. Each question has a drop-down to choose your answer from. The questions are dependent upon each other and answers from previous sections. If no is chosen from the autopsy performed drop-down, then the next question will automatically gray out. Also, for the question, if decedent was female, was decedent pregnant within the last year? If previously stated the decedent is a male, this question will automatically become not applicable. Continue answering questions. Lastly, on this page for the manner of death dropdown, if the manner of death is other than natural death, the D.A.V.E system will require the record be referred to the medical examiner. We will review the Refer to Medical Examiner page later. If no medical examiner is being contacted, select No for Was medical examiner or coroner contacted. Once complete with the Other Factors page, click Next. The certifier page is the second to last page contained in the medical certification submenu. This page is where you will enter your information for the electronic signature. From the certifier type dropdown, you will choose the option that fits your title. When you log in to the D.A.V.E system, any record that you have entered information on will automatically populate with your name, license number, title, and facility address. When a staff member is entering information on a record, they will search for the appropriate certifier using the magnifying glass icon, which opens the Lookup Certifier box. After they have selected the certifier from the options, the certifier name, title, license number, and facility address will populate. The date signed box will auto-populate once the medical certification portion has been signed. After you have completed all pages in the medical certification submenu, click on the Validate Page button. This will check for any mistakes on the record. If no validation errors on the record, the Certify screen will automatically appear. Click the Certify link to go to the Certify page. The Certify page is where you will select the checkbox and the Affirm button. This will complete the medical certification submenu. Now the information can only be updated by you unless the record has been automatically registered. In this section of the video, we will review the Other Links submenu. The Comments link will allow you to add comments to the record. To add a comment, you will click on the Comments link under the Other Links submenu. This will bring up a pop-up. Here is where you can select New Comment to add a new comment, or Close to close this action. After clicking on New Comment, the screen will change, opening a comment type dropdown and a comment box. From the dropdown, you will select the comment type. In the comment text box, you will enter your comment. To clear the information, click on the Clear button. To save the comment, click Save. If you click Save, the comment will close and show a preview with options for you to edit the comment. To exit the pop-up after creating your comment, you will choose the Close option. This will return you to the record. The Print Forms link will allow you to print the working copy. All copies are in PDF format. You will open the documents by clicking on the appropriate link. The working copy will show information from the record in its current state. If the record is not registered, this information can change if data entry is changed. To refer a case to the medical examiner, you will click on the Refer to Medical Examiner link. On this page, you will see a field for the county. This will default to your county's medical examiner office. You are able to select other medical examiner office if this applies to your county. You will then select the office from the magnifying glass. The message in the message box will be sent to the chosen medical examiner office. You are able to add any free text to this box if you feel it will be useful to the recipient. Click the Save button to refer to the medical examiner, or Return to return to the previous page. You can also click Clear if you would like to clear the information you entered into the message box. The information that was already present will not be deleted. If a case was transferred to you in error, or you are not going to be the responsible certifier for the cause of death, you can click on the Relinquish Case link. Clicking on this link will bring up a pop-up asking if you are sure you would like to relinquish this case. Note: you will no longer have access to this case since you will no longer be the owner. Click OK to relinquish the case, or cancel if you would like to retain ownership. The last link available under the Other Links submenu is Transfer Case. This will allow you to transfer either personal ownership or medical ownership. Keep in mind you are only allowed to transfer ownership of what you are currently the owner of. When transferring medical ownership, you will need to check the box next to the field. Using the magnifying glass, you will search for the medical facility you would like to transfer medical ownership to. On the message box, you can add any information you think the recipient will find useful. Once complete adding any additional information, click Save. This will transfer the case to the new facility. This completes the D.A.V.E system training. Please take some time to answer the following questions. Thank you.